Oh, you're gonna be fighting? Okay, you ready for me to shout in your ears?
Yeah.
So we are seeing the flaming strike turtle coming out on the Epi, and we do actually see the coated swords now from the side of Asia. Decided not to run that Zweihander versus the Great Shield. It is a pretty good counter to run the Great Shield. The jump attack gonna come through, but we are gonna get away from that. A little bit of poison damage comes through and trades that out with the running attack of the Epi. The L1 now coming in from the straight swords, looking for the backswing is the side of Asia. The Glintstone Pebble now coming out from the side of Steve of Sky, trying to find it in as much as possible, and actually swapping right back over to that flaming strike now as Asia's just trying to find a way in. You'll see him kind of back up and just kind of stand still, trying to get the read on the opponent, force something to happen as you see him going there again and just kind of taking the time to get away. Same is going to be from the side of Steel now, just trying to find some Asher War punish. The Bestial Sling's going to come out for a little bit of chip damage. Actually gets blocked out entirely by the shield, and now the Madness is going to come in. Looks like we are going to see the cannon to actually find some damage and punishes it for 326. Phenomenal play. We've yet to see anybody actually punish that, but Steel's going to come through, has a strategy and does land it, and here it is again. Same thing. We are going to see it immediately punished again for the same amount of damage. 466 this time, actually does get the knockdown as well. Now that we do see Asia in the water for 466 again, that lightning damage is going to come through quite heavily, and now we actually see the swap back over to the original setup, and Asia does not mind. He's okay taking the damage and losing the trade consistently. I believe that was a tier proc that we just saw. That's why it didn't look like any damage went through, but we are going to see the Epi GSP coming out now, trying to find the pressure forward. Asia just showing no signs of panic, just sits there, but there's the GSP to come through and actually goes for the trade again. But the poise break fortunate to come out for Asia. That would have been certainly death if that poise break had not came out, and now we're just trying to chip this down as much as possible. We do see the cannon swap yet again. We're going for the aim here. There's the Starlight Shard that actually doesn't get punished. Somehow, some way, manages to not shoot the water. The L1's coming out from the Coda now. Neither player really know what was happening and how that actually happened, but now you do see Asia. We are going to see Asia in his final form. That's going to be the most passive player in the world because he is on those blue feather and red feather stone now. The flaming strike coming out from the side of Steel, now trying to find it, and there's the swaps we were talking about. There's the feathers coming through. The fan dagger's just looking to slowly chip. We also do see, I believe, a little bit of regen coming out as well. As there's the Royal Remains. Looks like we're going to see the full armor swap coming through. The running R2 to try to punish that, and there it is again. But the rolls are right there from Asia. 3 in a row, rolls without a problem. There's the fourth, goes for the jump attack for the counter, but able to see that is the side of Steel. No, roll catch on the Pebble. What do you think about GSP being back on certain weapons?
Don't tell admins. It should be banned. Let's turn FATSA mode. Okay, already select American. Let's go.
Got to get your burgers out, man. The curved greatsword there for slicing up steak. So we do see AZ here trying to find a way in with this Serpent Hunter. We are going to see 2 off-meta weapons being used here. The curved greatsword going for the jumping R1 is going to be the side of Steel here. Force it back up a little bit. The running attack's going to come through, but the trade is not going to be there. Actually, is going to be for the side of AZ as he goes for the jump attack again. Is the side of Steel, but Arzak is able to get away from that. The Storm Stomp comes in, but the spacing is right there for 2 quick attacks. And the panic roll. The panic roll. The reaction is going to come out from the side of Steel. Get away from that vortex, free and clear. The jumping attack looking at is the side of Arzak, but unable to land that as the jump attack is going to land now from the side of Steel. Going for the R1 again. There's another 430 damage off of that. So pretty good mix-ups here. Arzak unable to react. Both of those attacks. Just very good use of the whole moveset we do see. But there's the running attack coming out from the side of Arzak. Goes for the roll catch. Is not going to land that. Actually countered by the Storm Stomp. Forced to back away. The jumping R2 comes in, but that's going to leave Steel very vulnerable here. Actually gets caught in it again, but we're going to see a Storm Stomp come out and get a little bit of pressure forward. We do see the blue feather coming out now and looking to swap over to regen. The 2-minute timer comes in and sends Arzak home.
Sick. Wanna see Poland's to SA connection?
Oh, this is probably like what, 250? I would guess 250 MS.
250, 300.
250, 300. Yeah, 300 is when the game I start getting angry at latency.
I forgot to swap, but whatever.
So Tier trying to find the pressure forward. The jump's going to come out, delays the L1 a little bit. The Halberd is what we're going to see coming out from the side of Steel. Actually, a pretty decent counter to this setup is the Halberd. The Glintstone Pebble unable to land as Tier now is going to go for the jump there. Again, tries to land it. Forced to roll is the side of Steel. Now we're going to see the recovery on the jump off of anchors is like insane recovery. But we do see
I meant connection.
Yeah. And the jumping R2 is going to come out, but able to get away from that is the side of Tier. The Flaming Strike linger, not enough to actually find the stagger as Tier now going for the jump. decent bait to come in, but now we're going to look for the trade. Unable to land that. Very, very reactive play coming out from the side of Steel. Afraid to actually take, engage, and lose the trade there. 489 damage. The jump, sorry, the running R2 is going to come out for the chain forward. The jump R1 into the R1 again. The Flaming Strike's going to land 394, but able to roll that is going to be decided here. Fortunately, getting the early hit on that and not the late hit. The jump comes out from the side of the Anchors. The counter jump coming out from the side of Steel, and the Epi is actually going to win the trade, but not before giving up 80% of your health to one trade. Oh, man. Asia now trying to find the jump attack off of this Vike. So we do see the setup coming out from the side of Steel. Does get rolled out there by the status a little bit, but gets punched out by the jump, by the crouch attack from the power stance Great Spears here. The jump coming in from neutral, trying to find a way in, as we do see now the roll comes out from the side of Steel. Asia keeping this pressure forward. The Goblin Step coming out, trying to keep as much stamina up as possible. The running R2 coming out from the Epi here. The jump comes out again from the side of Asia, as we do see him now just fainting in and out in this neutral ground, trying to find a way to aggress. But we see the poke coming through there. The status building up a little bit in the shield, but enough focus. We are able to get away from that free and clear here. Is going to be the side of Steel. Is able to get away from that jump as well with no status at all coming on towards us. So we're trying to find a way forward here. Now the jump coming out, the feint rather, from the side of Asia here. This Flaming Strike coming out, aiming up to try to knock that jump out of the ground, but Asia actually doesn't even engage there, as we do see now these swaps coming through here from the side of Steel, trying to find a way to aggress this. We're trying to find the jump coming in from Asia here. Asia just kind of playing this back and forth game. We do see him get the Glintstone Pebble for the punish. Actually lands it for 291. Unable to land it further though, as the Vortex is going to come through here from the side of Asia. There's 2 more hits, and the status is really building up here. The running R2 is going to come in to counter that, as we are going to see the status now taken away from the Ballast with a jump attack from the side of Asia. He's going to be there now with the Goblin Step, trying to find if the block comes through. We do see him get hit there with 310 damage from the shield poke. That's not enough. Oh boy.